It is.
I know. Well, I was like, maybe it's
He
Cyclops.
didn't understand. He thought they decapitated.
That's not Orko. That's not Orca. What are their names?
They are Driel and Uncle Montork.
That's Uncle Montork? Oh, we're on.
Classic Uncle Montork.
We didn't say hi?
Uncle Montork, I've seen on TV.
Yeah.
It's
Uncle Montork of the screen and stage.
It's Fridays with Andrew.
Yeah. And I wasn't quite done talking about
We're
Super
here with
7.
Andrew
And Frank.
Last week we
and
talked
Frank
about Super
and
7.
Penelope will be coming through that door in a moment.
We talked about those exclusives, and I want to do a quick update because I had more time to play with them myself.
Where did these come from? These are more?
These are PowerCon exclusives.
Which is?
The official He-Man convention.
Oh.
Also made by Super 7?
No, but they're a sponsor, I think.
Okay.
I think it's made by fans.
This?
PowerCon. No, these figures are Super 7.
That was a question,
I think
Andrew.
you meant the convention.
No.
Oh my god, I'm sorry. Yeah, these are Super 7.
We just lost all of our
I thought
viewers.
you had fans making these. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Go fans.
I mean, no, yeah, these are Super 7.
Okay, so Super 7 exclusives to the
PowerCon.
PowerCon, which is the He-Man Con.
Yes.
Which is located where, or does it move?
Oh god, I think it's somewhere California.
Okay, well, figures.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense. He-Man is a
Because
very...
if you get out to the west.
I'm Orko's Uncle Vinny. What the fuck's his name?
Montork.
Montour.
Yeah, it has an M up there.
Yes.
Yeah. And she's got a D. She's got the D.
Does Orko's have an O?
It's backwards.
I think it does.
It does.
Oh. Well, there you go.
There you go.
Should I do the oh, fun fact, he has a O because it was cheaper to reverse the animation. I don't know.
It's probably true, isn't it?
That's
He was
okay.
invented for the show, wasn't he?
Well, his name was going to be Gorpo, but they couldn't invert.
Was he invented for the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
He wasn't in the mini comics before the show?
oh, he might have been. I'm.
Yeah, Andrew.
We just watched the
documentary. They didn't really
What's
talk
his
about
name,
Orko
right?
too much.
Well, he's the real star, so I don't know why.
Yeah.
Andrew,
Yeah, sure.
Everyone knows Orko's the real hero.
Fridays with Orko.
Fridays in Orko. Is that which is a whale?
So you
Orko?
continued playing with
The ones I got last week.
and
I didn't want to
My
cool.
my opinion was pretty high to medium about them. I've extended outward on all of them. Even
you took them home, slept with them.
yeah. Fondled their hair, their plastic hair. Even Granita, I really warmed up to. Like, I think I needed to have like other figures with, like you you play them, you
They
dispose them.
complement each other.
Yeah, exactly. Dialog has been a blast, though. I gotta say, I've been
Is that the robot with the
yeah,
change?
with the changing faces.
Yeah, I like that.
When I'm home, I would be talking to like
Yeah.
my mom or someone in my family or my friend.
He shows his emotions with that.
I do.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's been a
It's
real.
like, show us in the doll.
It's been a real.
Tom
hoot
Hanks
for-
with Wilson.
It's been a real.
Is that what I mean, is that where we're going?
I was talking to him. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a real hoot for everyone
So
named
what's his
me.
name?
Dilamug.
Dilamug, don't leave me.
Dilamug.
Yeah. Wilson.
Dilamug!
It's more like Andrew. Wait, I'll be Carmela.
No, don't.
No, let's not go
Yeah.
there. She might watch.
I already don't want this exercise.
I'm not going to
No.
like make fun of your mother.
Anyway.
Andrew, how are you feeling today? And Andrew
I
will
don't have Dilamug
Andrew
with
will
me.
hold up Dilamug
Put a sad
in a sad face.
You're doing a
Or-
visual
Is that
bit
your
without.
constipated face?
Well, look, he's got. Wait, how many? Did we ever figure out how many? different
No, it was too
No,
much math.
no.
Well, then,
Let's get
Between
off Dilamug.
3 and
well, we know he
50.
has 2 now because the nose doesn't move. Anyway,
I would have went to
Super
Thursday
7.
with Frank if I knew Dilamug was coming back.
He's not though. We're just talking about him. Anyway, I also got this.
That's
You
a
know what that-
it's Triclops head.
That's a Triclops
Got a
head.
head.
Why would they send me a Triclops head, Justin?
because
Because
because there's missing one in your other one.
No, even
This doesn't work, does it?
It does work.
Is he a redhead?
Oh,
So,
it does work. Okay.
The one they sent. Well, no. Okay.
He's kind of a redhead.
The one they sent.
based on the
Let's get
formation.
through this.
No. Penelope should do it. No. This is great. Penelope, on command, I want you to rotate the head because.
Okay.
So
We're not on Pornhub.
On command.
Jesus! Oh my
Come
god.
on.
Sorry. So what happened was when I originally got this, like in my figure, like the head with the figure, it was glued, affixed, would not move,
Wouldn't turn.
would not turn.
The eyes.
Yeah, the eyes were only stuck in whatever
And that
position.
made you went and got your other guy, and it made you sad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if I had Dialog, I would do a very sad
Sad.
face. So
So let me know.
this believe it or not, this was a controversy for the fan base, and I think it's a little understandable. Super 7, being good on trying to make things right, sent this head to everyone who ordered a Triclops,
Gotta do the zoom
and
in.
this one can Penelope now.
Dun-dun-dun.
Well, they should have never made one that didn't. That was his
It's
gimmick.
ridiculous. It's his gimmick.
Well, no, they didn't know it was glued.
Okay,
it was some confusion at the factory.
Right. You got to remember, they're speaking American.
speaking
no.
American.
No.
They're speaking English, and the response is coming back in Chinese. So there is something lost in the translation.
Okay, that's fair.
This
Yeah.
happened. What were you guys all worried? Where
Japanese accent.
Because that's all I can do.
Well, no,
So now you have one that's got
Samurai.
no.
along the way, this
God will be cut up.
Yes, yeah. I was afraid. I thought the sentiment was genuine. I didn't think you were doing a joke, but I was afraid you were going to do your genuine sentiment with an accent. That's what I was afraid of. So yeah, so that's just the. I wanted to do a
show in samurai.
No, that's not Chinese.
Try club
So that's a quick update.
Which eye will you lose first, Gijin?
I talked about the new format of the show, which is we're only going to talk about comics.
Wait, we have a format?
Apparently now. We're only going to be talking about comics occasionally, like the first month of every month or second, whatever.
First week.
First week. Yeah, we're going to talk about what came out last month. So this, we're talking about September books. And these are just sort of a sampler tray of what I got.
Turn around so I can see them.
Oh, sure.
That's not important that you see them.
You've seen them.
Yeah, Mr. Miracle.
Is Mr. Miracle back?
Wow, Power Rangers, you've never talked about them before.
Never ended.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then these are two new number
He's
ones.
married to Big Barda, right?
The Wrong Earth, yes he is.
Yeah, they just
And As Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's a funny play of words.
Yeah, I think so. All right, so, but yeah, I'm not just talking about these 4 books. I'm going to talk about company by company and do.
Oh, Maron.
I want to go really quick. I want to talk about my favorite thing of the month.
Okay.
This is my This is one of my number ones. It was my biggest surprise. I kind of bought this on a whim because we actually got free samples of the comic.
Okay.
And
So their marketing promotion worked.
this is the first
They
ever
sucked you in.
comic of Ahoy Comics. This is the launch of a new publisher.
Ahoy?
Ahoy. They're called Ahoy Comics. That's,
Oh.
It's like a or whatever.
Oh, Ahoy.
Or,
Okay. I'm just
donut. It's
oh,
like Ahoy
right.
Comics.
And they're published on a tiny ship that was lost.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well,
I'm going to get gangrene listening to this.
anyway, I touched upon this.
What a dumb fucking name for a comic company. I mean, come on,
Tell us how you
Ahoy.
really feel.
I mean, Ahoy.
I like-
hey,
like
Just,
Pokemon
we're gonna
cards.
make a comic company, and we're gonna have great art, and we're gonna make really groundbreaking stories. What are we gonna name it, Gus? Ahoy?
Maybe they really
It sounds like a fucking donut.
Tom Payer, if you're watching this, I love you.
How does Ahoy sound like a donut?
I don't know.
No,
just doesn't-
it looks like a
it looks like a donut.
It's supposed to be an inner tube.
It's supposed to be like a life-saving device
A
from a
life-saving.
ship.
Well, so if I'm drowning and I think
Ahoy
sharks are
comics.
coming, I want an Ahoy comic. I mean,
Absolutely.
I would be embarrassed to go in. Do you have any Ahoy comics? Marvel, Detective Comics, Image,
No,
Image,
wait,
Image.
Frank.
Ahoy.
Are you-
This is what's wrong with your generation.
Tom-
Ahoy
Tom
Comics.
Payer's your generation.
Yeah, but he's fucked. Ahoy Comics is retarded.
I think Frank's just trying to say
Tom Payer, I love you.
there
and
are
I like,
probably a lot of better names they could have chosen.
okay, but
Yeah. Blitzkrieg
Ahoy.
Comics.
Right.
yeah, such a great. Yeah, this is where Frank comes up with
The opinions expressed by Frank are not necessarily
Was off the top of my
opinions
head,
Fireplace
but-
Toys
Why
Network.
was that on the top of your
I,
head?
don't know. I pardon you. Anybody?
Jesus.
Is it too late to delete this?
Anything to own the lib. Anyway,
Anybody who's watching this that thinks Ahoy Comics is a good name, let me know. Anybody who doesn't, give me a thumbs
there have
down.
been worse names from comic companies.
I'm sure, but it.
I don't know, so he's trying to say,
Bad comics.
so
Please,
Valiant,
please.
you know,
Yeah, man,
Image. They're names that conjure something larger. Ahoy sounds very childish and
Or
low
by
rent.
a shark.
It sounds kind of low rent.
So, Ahoy Comics.
Yeah.
Get it
The
right.
well, no, I don't not get, but I don't think that de-incentivizes. Like,
I don't not get it.
I'm not.
What about
commenting.
Aftershock? I know,
I
not
gotta be
about
honest
the
with
name.
you. The cover is really nice,
Well-
but I like. My first impression is that it's got good art.
okay.
Okay.
So yeah, that's by
I'm just having a problem with the name.
Jamal Eagle. He's a bit of a fresh face. I think he's been doing some stuff from some other indies.
Out of all the words in the English language,
Fresh-faced comics. I like that.
right? Why Ahoy?
I'm not Tom Payer. I do not know what
all
was
right.
going
well,
through his
can
head.
you do some research?
Hey, man,
Maybe
they're-
there's a reason.
Yeah, maybe
That's-
they're probably saying Farpoint's the dumbest name for a toy store. In fact, I think you used to say that.
I'm not going near that one.
It should be called It's a Comic Company.
Whoa, that would have been cool.
It's a publisher.
Wait, hold on. You
It's a
guys,
great book.
I went to the letters to the editor page. I probably should have done. It never dawned on me that Ahoy was an awful name.
Okay, so are they telling?
I'll
This
bet.
would be interesting.
I'll bet some of you are wondering why this company's called Ahoy.
Get the F out of here.
Hey, Frank gets props. Come
Any
on, give Frank
theories?
Frank gets no problems.
Wait, any theories? We'll print the funny ones. Send them in your reactions to the wrong Earth to letters@comics.ahoy.
Okay, this validates that they know it's a fucking.
It does validate it a little bit,
yeah.
yeah.
All right,
It does
guys,
validate
let
it.
Andy do his review.
Okay.
I do like the art, and I'm going to
Yeah,
take a
sure.
look at it in a minute.
So we talked about it a little last
Is
week.
this your introduction to Ahoy?
Yeah, this is the first title, the
Okay.
first everything, and
Okay.
I got it, and I liked it a lot.
Okay.
The only way you'll read their comics is if you're shipwrecking on an island with them.
Said that. I tried to get the Gilligan references.
Send it to Justin. You could be printed in Ahoy Comics.
Send your comics.
Yeah.
Dear old Captain Noah, send today.
So,
Right away.
as you see,
I love Captain
we are open to an Adam West styled world with
Captain
an
Noah.
Adam West
Yes.
styled hero named Dragonfly Man. He's in an Adam West styled Death Trap with Adam West styled villains.
Right off the bat, really nice art.
Yep.
Okay.
Eagle's good.
Justin has become when you first start when you're 17, you drink Ripple. It's just you're drinking anything you can
Look
to
at
get
that
drunk.
reaction. I love that.
Justin is way past Ripple with comics. He's actually starting to notice art.
Well,
Brady, right?
I've always appreciated good art.
Yeah, image,
Yeah,
even
yeah.
before
Sure.
image, right?
Yeah.
But you're starting to really appreciate.
You don't have to know comics to like
No,
good
you
art.
don't.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that's
did
true.
you mention who's doing Ahoy Comics?
Yes,
Tom Petty.
Gilligan.
You know who they are, right?
it's Gilligan
They're
and
guys from
Professor.
Vertigo.
Yeah,
Original guys from
Marianne
The skipper.
and Image, I thought, right? I think so.
Original.
Marianne's lettering.
I know you care about Vertigo. It's
I-
original Vertigo guys.
Okay, well, Vertigo had a better name.
He
Sure
dissed
did.
Tom Payer last week, too.
Yeah.
Because he goes, he's a 90s guy or whatever.
He is a '90s guy,
Anyway, but...
which was the fall of comic.
Oh, look, we don't have to insult Tom Payer.
Just saying.
All right.
I'm reading an article about why it's called Ahoy.
Oh.
You guys want to know?
Well, I think we've spent
Is
way
this
too
gonna
much
be
time.
Next week, can we
on
leave
Ahoy.
everybody?
Oh, okay.
No, we're not going to care for next week.
We don't care right now.
Yeah.
Whatever.
All right.
The idea is that this Adam West styled character lands in the alternate Earth of his counterpart, who is a Chris Nolan Dark Knight
Serious versus
Christopher-
comedy.
Yes,
Man, this sounds just like the other.
this is the other thing.
But I thought that was actual Batman.
No, it wasn't. I said it was a Batman.
Oh,
styled
so you were just.
character.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I got you.
That's just the best way to kind of illustrate.
All
what's
right.
going
So
on.
they should have called the comic plagiarisms
Yeah.
instead of Ahoy.
What?
Well, everything's based on something.
Yeah, I mean,
You
oh,
told me this story.
I did.
I thought he was an
Yeah.
actual Batman
No,
comic.
no, I wasn't. I was talking about this.
The way you described it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sounded like you were describing some
Yes,
Batman
you
comic
did.
that was
Okay,
coming.
but I
okay.
opened with Batman character.
Right. Oh, okay.
Alright,
I
alright.
thought somebody else did it.
I thought you were like, imagine Batman, this Batman.
Right.
doing
That's
this.
a good way to picture in your head,
Yeah,
isn't
yeah, yeah. No, and then
It is, but you made me think it was a Batman
Me too.
story.
I
Me too.
transported you.
Right.
All right, so yeah,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you.
I
Yeah.
thought Ahoy threw a life jacket out and stole the
I'm going to talk
idea.
about Ahoy.
Okay,
Alright,
let's hear it.
Ahoy stands for abundance, meaning more pages per issue. Humor, because they're going to focus on funny books. Originality, because everything is going to be new and fresh. And the Y stands for yes. Yes means yes.
told you it was a
Yes,
dummy.
yes to monthly comics. Yes to collected editions. Yes to meaningful stories, dramatic art, and beautiful designs.
Okay, not being a comic fan, what's your true opinion of that name?
It's not that I'm not a comic fan. I'm just not a comic person.
A comic?
necessarily.
Okay, that's fair. Excuse
I'm
me.
getting a very Archie kind of comics vibe
Okay.
from the
Okay,
name
yeah.
and the description of the name.
All
Super
right.
fair.
Meaning very cartoony, like
Okay.
all
And you can't
ages.
say, listen,
The
one of
exact
the
opposite of the kind of books I like to read.
look,
Okay.
one of the other ones is about a cat in space named Captain Ginger. So,
All right. Can I? Okay. Having lived through the '80s of great, fantastic art when comics started to become mainstream, and living through the nightmare of the '90s, and then stop reading comics. My prediction is Ahoy is going to go away.
this one's getting a lot of buzz.
It's getting so much.
Okay, Ahoy.
Who was wrong about Sweet Tooth, Frank?
Okay, 1 in 1,000, baby. 1 in
I-
1,000,
I-
and I don't remember you toting the sweet
No,
tooth
I'm not.
horn.
I wasn't.
All right,
I was
so,
not. I was not.
So my brother was on his
I
game
didn't
on
do
that
indie
one.
very much back then. I did not do indie very much back
Okay,
then.
all right.
But I'm just saying. But no,
Oh
you,
yeah, hide him right now. We'll bring him out. Don't
Lemire,
break him.
dude. Look, like no, because all right, hold on.
Okay.
I do. I don't.
6 months there'll be no more Ahoy.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I would hope not because
There'll
this is,
be
it's the other books in and friend of the store Dan Grau also wrote shouted out High Heaven. He said that was good too. I don't know what
Okay.
that one's about. Look, if the rest of the publication is like this first issue, which was my big surprise of September, I think it's worth investing in.
Okay,
So
fair enough.
I think they're really good.
Hey, buddy.
Like I said, we talked a little bit about it in the
Have you
past.
seen these new Ahoy books? They're gonna be the dollar books.
Who knows? I would hope not. I would sincerely.
I'm sorry. Who's the guy?
Tom Petty.
Tell Tom Petty that I'm sorry.
You're not by that. This is why you wanted to do a show.
Oh my
You're
God.
like,
I really listen, Andrew. Be serious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Open one of your cabinets.
Make sure all the drawers are shut.
Okay.
You can only open
Frank,
one at a
I've had
time.
people tell me Horny Rainy Mondays is a bad name.
Well,
My personal blog.
Are you still doing that?
No, we're on hiatus.
Kermit's upset about.
what's
Oh,
that?
I'm not sure. There's plenty of comics. I don't understand what you're asking, Rich.
I can't guess.
My argument is if it means something to them,
I'm pulling that.
then that's the that's
okay. All right. All
You
right.
know,
That's all that's important.
yeah.
That's it, man.
I mean, listen. Honestly, that's not all that's important because if you're thinking business-wise,
No, but I'm talking about like step one. Your
I
name,
actually
your
want to
image.
see the art.
I
I'm gonna open
gotta tell you, I gotta tell you, the fact that it's a what's the word for when letters mean something?
An acronym.
The fact that they thought about it and it's an acronym and it's a terrible fucking acronym really, really turns me off. And I'm being 100% honest.
Okay.
And you're
I
not-
would rather it just be Ahoy because we like the word.
Or
hello.
my
But
my
their
Aunt Betsy,
acronym or forcing it into an acronym is fucking terrible.
or my Aunt Betsy was named wanted it to be called Ahoy, and she donated $100K to the project. You know, some
you guys
reason.
still complaining?
No. We're
Yeah,
gonna get off it.
I haven't
Come-
talked
come-
about the other company.
I want
Art's great.
I want to show you guys something.
no, that's a spoiler, Frank.
Spoiler. My prediction may be wrong. I opened this up. Beautiful art.
Really good writing.
Fantastic art. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna get Andrew to let me read it.
Okay.
You might love. Oh, I would love that.
I'm gonna read it this week, and I'll get it back to him
Sure,
if he's
I'd love
okay
to.
with it, and I'll let you know. My comment is with dead on with Justin, who is a business guy, and that's awful. Now, if you can win me over with that after I read this, it's saying something about the company. Okay,
Yeah.
so you tell Tom Petty he'll get my review next week.
Payer.
All right, go
He
ahead.
wrote
Andrew.
that too.
Go ahead.
Well, okay, now I got to skip through everything else.
Yeah, Power Rangers.
Boom Power Rangers. This is the first issue of the new relaunch. Marguerite Bennett. A lot of people didn't take to this. I thought it was really good. Some Power Ranger aficionado I follow on Twitter argued that we're coming off the heels of the best Power Ranger story ever. So obviously the new people,
Which was Shattered Grid.
Shattered Grid, the people taking over are going to be a little bit less, even though that
Right.
this as an opening salvo on its
It's Coda after Zeppelin 4.
yeah exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're going to get a letdown.
Thank you so much, Frank. But as an opening salvo itself, not factoring in Shattered Grid, it's really, really strong, and I am interested about the new
gonna talk about
direction
that.
they're taking into the book, which is
love
more sci-fi discovery oriented. DC, Mr. Miracle is still good, but since we have this new format, I'm actually going to talk about a book from DC that I was a little bit less enthused about, which was Heroes in Crisis, which had a lot of hype about it. It's one of the big new event miniseries that's happening right now. It's all about mental health and mass shooting as an allegory for superheroes, and like introducing this new thing called Sanctuary, which is like a mental facility for traumatized superheroes.
Congress. Go ahead.
So I thought the first issue was kind of a little bit calling back to the hyper-violent DC era of the New 52 that Rebirth was going away from, and I'm a little bit sad to see that we're treading back old water again, especially because Heroes in Crisis is also written by Tom King, who's doing Mr. Miracle, and so it was really jarring for me to see him slay with this to do something that isn't awful but a little bit more
It's
meta.
been on your number one list, isn't it?
Consistently.
Is it a 12-issue
miniseries.
miniseries? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been your
So this is the
consistent,
penultimate issue.
Really cool, very
And this
cool
is
cover.
a great pen. Wait, really quick. This isn't a spoiler.
Okay.
I'm going to show a panel sequence of Darkseid eating dip.
What? Eating what?
Eating dip.
What?
Have they just run out of things to
Yeah,
do?
we're just, okay.
I don't even understand what you're saying.
He has a veggie tray. He's eating carrots with dip.
Why?
Andrew, are you ready?
Stop saying that.
Dark Side, right? He's
Yeah.
sitting.
He's dipping.
Whole page.
He's eating.
And they're getting 400 a page.
He's looking. He's dipping.
Mitch Sherrod is a great.
He's eating. He's crunching. He's crunching. He's eating. Why? Why even waste an entire page?
Does it help the story?
I think
Or is
it adds some levity and humor and personality.
Okay, there was a guy in the 80s named Dave Griffin who was doing some stuff like that with Justice League. The shtick lasts for a little while.
You can't do it over and over and over again.
Yeah, if you throw that in now and then, listen, when you guys are making an album, every now and then you throw a little twist.
Well, what's funny is, okay, you do this once in a while. The comic fans, you're sitting at a table saying, "Oh my God, the dip scene, that was cool." You do the dip scene every month.
You're working
I get it.
at Ahoy.
I get it.
Well,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
here's
you're
the
working
other
at
thing.
Ahoy.
And also, I don't.
Oh my God.
I don't think that it's too out. Nice, Frank. I don't think it's too out of character because
He loves dip.
Well, Mr. Miracle
Darkseid loves his dip.
Mr.
I've heard he was
right?
a-
He's
Honestly,
a dip fan.
Justin, you and I may interpreted
Listen,
the same scene.
Every now and
Wait,
then
no,
a
Frank-
demigod's got to get some dip.
Right.
He's a full god.
He's
not
a
demigod.
guac fan.
Justin, I don't think he was doing
Was it a
that.
big bowl of dip?
It was no somebody.
It looked like
So
ranch.
Big Barda
Ranch.
made tableside guac for him.
They brought a veggie tray. It's the
So,
polite thing to
because
do.
you know the size of your dip that you're using with him should have been bigger.
Yeah, super.
No, but my point is, Mr. Miracle has always kind of mixed the serious with the humorous. They've always mixed the serious with the humorous. In an earlier issue, they invaded Darkseid's fortress, and they were talking about remodeling their house. The entire issue, they were talking about.
Oh, they're going too far with this.
All right.
No, it's
You're turning me off with all that.
it's so good though.
But see,
It's down to earth.
Listen, we're guys that grew up on '80s action.
yeah,
These,
You mean
yeah.
like, well,
they'd rather look at home
Yeah.
decoration.
Yeah, Tom
they're not looking at home. They're invading a fortress.
Tom Selleck never
They're in-
would have went and decorated a house.
They're not.
Or the
they're
A-Team,
invading
right?
they're
Right?
invading the fortress.
To look at his decorations.
No, that's not what. That you completely misinterpreted what I said. They are infiltrating the fortress, and while doing it,
Saying to themselves, "Oh, that could use some cashmere. I would like to see."
believe it or not, it fits in the plot.
Okay,
It fits in the plot.
all right, sounds fun.
And again, this is every single. I reiterated this. All that you don't read comics.
There's a lot of dollar books in there now, right?
Yes, up.
Love this book. So,
Okay, all right. All right, listen.
10 comic
All right,
guys.
Justin and I.
It's hard. Listen, we're not reading it, so it's hard to take it.
I know.
Yeah.
Right. I might have said to you, "Hey, man, it's really hysterical."
Dude, there's a dip scene
There's
that's
a
so
dip scene,
good.
right.
And also, I wasn't reading it. but
Darkseid takes a
Look,
big scoop of a
if
dip.
I would
But we
be-
were just talking about that kind of thing being too much, and the fact that while they're
Issue,
invading
yeah.
his thing,
So that's kind of the dipping.
turns me off a
shtick.
little bit.
All right. Well,
Too much.
I would be amiss if I didn't say, even though I didn't buy the books because we have this new format, I wanted to talk about Border Town and Batman Damned, which were also DC books, and they were the two biggest news items I think of last
Me,
month.
throw on me. Throw camera on me. Is it possible that comics have just reached the point where there is nothing new, so you have to make something new? Like, in other words, we're 70 years into the medium, right? Rock and roll's kind of
yeah, and you got to do it weekly
Yeah, and you got to do it weekly and monthly.
or monthly. I'm sorry, monthly. Yeah.
And are we just at a point where the creative process is reached the point?
Sure, I'm sure they're trying hard to keep things fresh.
Fresh,
Yeah, of
because
course, they've been trying for a long
comics,
time.
I just noticed comics have 2013 was a huge year sales wise for comics.
Yes.
Since then, there's been a huge decline in overall readership. So over the last 7-8 years, we're starting to see comics. I just read a whole article on it. I think that's media based. I think there's a lot of reasons for it, but maybe comics have just
I would
their
also
day has come and went.
a lot of the Frank, a lot of
new
those
stuff.
a lot of those market and then I'm not a lot of those market analyses though don't take Comixology into account. They don't take the subscription based comics programs that Marvel and Amazon
And
DC
also, they
do.
don't count back issue sales.
No, they don't.
which are huge.
Yeah,
I mean,
they're going by direct
right,
market
right.
numbers.
We wouldn't
and
have
the direct
business
market,
if we went on new
even
issue.
when they boom, the direct market has. Some people have argued the direct market has never been credible to gauge readership. The direct market sales.
Yeah, so Batman Damned.
That's true, because
Yeah.
you can have somebody come in and buy back issues
Yeah.
every week and not ever buy a new
Right.
comic.
Hi, Rich.
I'm trying to I didn't want to interrupt, but I was that curious about it because I know you keep up on every comic.
Not every comic.
Oh my!
Not anymore.
Well, you read the new Full Moon comics these days? The full Doll Man.
No, we talked about this last time. I actually don't.
You don't.
You were.
He got a girlfriend and he
you
can't afford
catch up.
it anymore.
Yeah, I severely
true.
cut back.
Yeah,
I did.
really, yeah,
severely
yeah.
cut back.
Sacrifices, man.
Well, because I also didn't want to compromise on toys.
It's
Right.
insane.
Toys were the
Is it,
priority.
it's good.
Yeah. Dollman.
He kills the universe apparently.
Dollman?
Dollman's
Yeah.
got in his head similar to Deadpool to completely wiped the slate clean.
It sounds like
Of
Thanos a little.
A little bit, yeah.
a dull man, Rick Barlow has gone ahead to wipe the slate clean of all the Full Moon characters.
Ah.
And one bigger issue, I was worried.
Did Ahoy make that book?
Full circle.
Oh, it's full circle.
Yeah, darn.
Yeah, I was a little worried that they would do to Dr. Mordred the equivalent of Doctor Strange in Full Moon, because he's been killing every Full Moon character there is,
Ah.
and he destroyed the demonic toys, completely wiped them out.
Which kind of sounds a little bit like a Watchmen gig too.
I pardon you.
He basically killed all the puppet masters, forced them to kill each other.
It sounds like
Look at his hand. I pardon you. Look at his hand.
I pardon you.
I
Wait. Skeletor.
Dr. Mordred,
Your
he
pain.
neutered it.
I mean, you told me a lot of this stuff last time. So
Pardon you.
After you
clean my
bathtub.
He neutered
Oh, God.
Pardon you.
This is what I'm saying. Is
I get it, Rich.
Come
Yeah.
here. Let me see what's under the dress.
We don't play like that.
Oh, look. It's the sliding head. I'm dating him right now, Mr. Uncle Cousin.
You doing any magic whatsoever, your head.
Hello.
That's sometimes how it goes.
Yes.
Matt exploding.
Yes.
Hey, head's exploding.
Oh, can we show what's under the dress?
That's it.
A peg hole.
Bye, Rich.
Bye, Rich.
Bye, Rich. Have a good one.
Take care, man.
Yeah. So I guess I'll just really quick. Everything's been going good with Marvel. They did two really good annuals.
Andrew,
Captain America annual and Domino annual in September.
I pardon
Really
you.
swell.
You recommend them?
Yeah, absolutely. And As Guardians of the Galaxy was a solid first issue.
Ahoy Comics.
I'm happy to see Cullen Bunn come back to Valkyrie, who's in the team. It's nice. And there's a mystery about who's behind the armor. And that's it.
We do want to say, Justin and I are sitting here playing with
Toys are great.
Toys are great. Really well done. I got some stuff. You want me to shoot my stuff? Or you wait till Penelope? Penelope wants to show you. We got some stuff in that we're dying to show. Some heavy hitters. And Penelope wants to talk about something that
No
we
one
in the store.
is ever going to make it to this part of the video.
No.
No.
I didn't even want to make it to this part of the video. I was hiding.
So are we
I'm
done?
sorry, Penelope.
No, we're not done.
We're done?
No, we're not
We're
done.
almost done.
Ahoy, mateys. Go ahead, Penelope. Talk.
What do you got there?
I mean, what does it look like? Look what I got. It's Kermit. It's real life-size 1/1 scale photo-realistic prop Kermit the Forg here. Check it
Who
out.
made that, Penelope?
It's not Kermit the Gorf?
No, it's not Kermit the Gorf. It's not Kermit the Forg. It's Kermit the Frog.
And who made that?
It is a Master Replicas limited edition. I think he's number 1,000 something. Out
Hey-ho.
of 2,500.
He is awesome.
He's
He is
fully,
awesome.
He's fully articulated.
He lives up there now with our 1/1 scale Yoda and our 1/1 scale
Meagle.
Schmeagle.
And the
He's got-
fart toy.
Oh,
Who's
the
the fart guy
jaw.
up there?
He's fully.
Oh my
I don't
God!
wanna bend him too
Yes.
much,
I
but
didn't.
he's-
No, that's
he's
Ren.
got-
Yeah.
Can I say
Ren?
something?
Is that Ren?
This
Yeah.
is magical for me, and I'm sure
It's magical for all of us, Andrew.
Because Muppets are real. This makes them real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Dude, how awesome is this?
Kermit the Frog. Let me see.
It's
Don't
not
do
easy.
anything awful to me.
I'm never
He's
gonna
a
do anything.
feel-good toy.
You know,
I walked in
you
and
made
he's
fun of me for saying that once. Anyway, it's
a feel-good toy.
He's-
Quality all the way around.
Miss Piggy and I are taking a break.
No, I don't want to read that comic.
Hey, Frank.
You did this challenge yourself. I didn't suggest that.
No,
Do you have some toys?
I do, Kermit. Well, let me tell you a couple things about some comics that came in.
Wait, what we got?
Some comics here.
We bought a big pile of comics the other day, and we're processing them. And this showed up. Now, the thing that's
What's that?
interesting, this is a New Mutants book,
They're
Kermit.
making a movie.
Yes,
Yeah.
You're having some trouble out there.
Andrew's got to go. We can take over.
Oh,
What's
oh,
interesting
yeah.
about this, Andrew? What's interesting
High five.
about this book? You're a comic
Very
guy.
good high five.
It's a first appearance, right? Or
Uh,
no, it's
yeah.
oversized
It's oversized, so it's one of Marvel's early versions
of
of
a graphic
a
novel.
graphic novel. But what's really unique about this was in 1983, 84. Let me be a little clear on
Be a
that.
little more careful.
1982,
Whoa.
Kermit. Marvel
Back in the day.
back in the day. This was their first appearance. So to actually have the first appearance of the New Mutants, you had to buy the graphic novel, and then a few months later they followed with issue
So they
number
weren't
one.
in a single issue.
Well, they started with their own series a few months later because this sold so well. It was Marvel's first real attempt to expand what they had done with the new X-Men, and it was a huge hit. I was a kid in high school, freshman, maybe even in 8th grade when I'm 82. I bought this, loved it. It's now a pretty hot commodity because it's the first appearance of them. And rumor is there's a
No rumor. There's a movie.
movie.
Yeah.
You know? So
There's a trailer and everything.
this book used to be $3. It's about a $50, $60 book now. We got it in. We were surprised that it was in there. It's not coming in. It's not a rare book, but it's a desirable book. So that came in. We got a bunch of cool stuff in. A bunch of comics. Let me go over some Silver Age that came in real quick. I'm going to do this quick, okay, Kermie?
Okay.
Third appearance of Silver
Whoa.
Surfer by a guy named Jack the King.
Jack Kirby.
Jack Kirby. Third appearance of the Inhumans.
Whoa. Silver Age, huh?
I think that's the 4th or 5th appearance of Surfer. John Byrne classic. Another Byrne classic that features the Black Queen. It's part of the Death of Phoenix story. Nice high-grade example. One of 2 or 3 books that is the introduction of the
Black suit.
Black Suit Spider-Man. We're rolling here. One of my all-time favorite comic series.
Frank Miller.
A guy named Frank Miller did the first Wolverine miniseries. We got all 4. They're going to be for sale here in a couple of
That guy
days.
could write his ass off.
This book, this book is special.
Hmm.
It features the first appearance of 2 key Marvel characters.
2.
Yes, Dos, Kermie, Dos. It features
Dose.
Dos. It features the White Queen's first appearance, Emma Frost, who ends up being one of the hot babes in the Marvel Universe, along with a girl named Kitty Pryde.
Oh.
So we've got that. Then we've started pricing this stuff. We've got,
Don't lose that tag.
I won't. A lot of work there. This book's important to the Marvel Universe. This is a beater copy. You can come in and read it for, I don't know, whatever.
We call them readers, not beaters, but
Yeah, a reader beater. Okay, Kirby. This is the first, it's a special, and it's a team-up. And it's the first Silver Age team-up, which features Iron Man and Silver Surfer.
No. Iron Man and Submariner.
Submariner. My mistake.
It's okay.
Okay, and then we've just got some more Silver Age goodness here. What a cover, huh? Avengers 25.
Wow.
Really something special. I think Don Heck did the art. Don Heck, who was a Kirby KO. Some more Kirby goodness. And it looks like we're just going to be blasting through with the Jackman here. I think it looks like Kirby could be a Trimpy. Not sure. Gene, I want to go to sleep, : and see the murkiness. However, let's not forget, Gene's Dracula is considered one of the most iconic of the horror titles that Marvel ever did. Heck to Hack, and arguably one of the most famous.
Damn, look at that cover.
That is a famous
Hold
Jack
that still,
Kirby
right here.
cover. Let's take a look at that. Kermie, what do you think of that?
That's some hot shit.
That's some hot shit. Okay, Kermie.
Yeah.
Kermie, would you read that?
Oh, I've read that many times.
Yeah, you want to read an Ahoy comic?
No.
Okay.
I'm too old for that.
Okay. Now, so that's some of the books that came in, which is it was a small collection of Silver Age. One of the things that
I want Penelope to hold me.
yeah,
All right, here.
Kermie's leaving.
Andrew's leaving, actually.
Last but not least, we got a toy in.
Wait, but I gotta say bye to Fridays with Andrew. Andrew,
Yeah, it's Fridays with Andrew.
Bye,
and Andrew was
say
leaving.
goodbye, Andrew.
Andrew, I'll lock
I love you, buddy.
We don't want you coming
See you
back.
Sunday.
yeah, you can see you guys. Oh yeah, yeah.
Enjoy ahoy. Chips ahoy.
Ahoy, mateys!
Ahoy!
Ahoy, yeah!
Next time I want to play Gilligan's Island while he's talking.
Yeah, we will.
Did you leave me that? I'll read
It's
that.
right
I'll
there.
get
Don't
that.
lose it. I like it.
I won't lose it.
All right.
All right, we got
Ahoy, mateys!
we were lucky enough. It's not often we get 12 backs in. We got one in a couple months ago, and we sent it away, and we are very happy with the grade we got. Just, did you think this was going to pull an 8-0?
No, I'm always afraid to say what a grade is going to be on a toy, just because. I mean, look at that though. That bubble. He's not yellowed. Yeah, we wouldn't have said it if we didn't think it was going to be decent.
We were hoping
But-
for a 7.5.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So an 8.0 is just.
8.0. Now this is. Let's zoom in on this. We're gonna do some.
Let's see if I can get that.
Can you get that?
Yeah.
Okay, if you look, what makes this even a little bit special is it's not only a 12 back, which for anybody who doesn't know, the first 12 figures came out on what they call 12 backs. But what,
Now turn it around so we can see what they.
yeah, you got all 12 figures that were released.
Yeah. So
Wh-
when they
wh-
say that, it's the number of figures pictured.
Right, and then you've got the TIE Fighter and the vehicles and
Yep.
the stand. And this
Yep.
was basically, this figure definitely came out in '78, and I'm going to tell you why. Because some of them, they kept making them for the next, 2-3 years.
Sure,
on
until
the same
Empire.
cards. But this is, if you Justin zeroed in on this, it says 12 back A.
Yep.
And there's some minor variations in the card and the card back that let collectors know this was the first. So this is actually the first Farm Boy Luke on the first card.
Yep. You don't get an earlier carded Farm Boy Luke than this.
Right.
The only way to get an earlier Farm
Would
Boy
be a
Luke
prototype
would be in the set.
in the mail away set,
Right.
but it
Wouldn't
be
be on a
carded.
card, no.
It would be carded. This is so really. This would have been some kid buying this who God knows how he didn't open it, because it's my favorite character of the 12, the original 12.
This is someone's parent being very smart and buying two,
Yeah, because
or an adult buying it thinking it was cool. I like that movie. I'm going to buy it.
I'm gonna keep it.
I know.
So Kermit's
right?
feeling right. So we were thrilled to add this to our museum, and it will be for sale. But I got to tell you guys, if you look up 8.0 12 back A, they're not cheap.
No,
So
it's
this
not
will
an
be-
Ahoy comic.
It's not an Ahoy comic. So we got a bunch of other cool comics, but we're gonna go. We got into it with Andrew. I think we'll call it a night, right?
Yeah, we kind of poor Andrew.
I know.
What do you do? We should just call it.
It's always like this here. There's just always so much stuff coming in. I don't know. We're gonna go see Venom, I think.
Yes. If you saw it, throw us a review.
Yeah, we'll
No
we'll
spoilers,
post something.
please. No spoilers.
Thanks for watching. Ahoy.
Ahoy.